Hey, welcome to the channel. We hope that you enjoy today's stories and check out the chapters on the video to see all the stories for today. But before we get into this video, subscribe to the channel and hit that bell icon to get notified when we release a new video. So let's get into the video.
Me and my friend saw a girl in a white dress. This happened around a decade ago, in Central Europe in a smaller city where I live. I went to walk with my friend to the town center to just talk in the evening. That was our usual practice. The weather was comfortable. We were around 25 years old. We were heading back, and in the middle of the talk, I was listening. I felt a little weird, something like someone gave me little anesthesia or something. We were about to cross the road on Zebra, which is on a roundabout with usual moderate traffic and well lighted. It is an urban area. Diagonally to the left is a church with a smaller green garden and bushes around which somewhat block the view of the church entrance. There in front of the church, like 20 meters away from us, I spotted a girl around 8 to 9 years standing in a white dress, in something like a white nightgown. But the dress was torn apart, it had holes in it. The girl had her arms down, hanging still next to the body. She had long hair also hanging, and she was looking down and straight. She was not looking at us, but in front of the church entrance toward out, the road, and the building on the other side. I thought that it is a poor girl from wartime. Then my friend interrupted me by jumping toward the road, which was on our right. He was on my left, so closer to the church. He mumbled something out of surprise. I forced myself to be very alert and realized what just may be happening, and I said to him, "I will not say anything now, but you tell me, what is it?" And he replied,
"There is a girl in a white dress. I saw it. That is what scared me."
And I was like, "OMG, I saw her too. But why are you afraid? She is just standing there, and there are people around." Then while we were crossing the road, we were looking towards that church entrance, and no one was there. And we just went forward as usual, past the bushes and little road that leads to the church entrance, looking towards the church, and saw nothing. Then we continued walking home like nothing happened. That friend a few years later, after already finished university, went to study to become a Catholic priest, and he is a priest today. At that time, he was still not sure if he should be a priest.
Scary event during hide and seek. So, I've since settled with the belief that it was likely my mind playing tricks on me, but this event was so scary at the time, I thought you guys might like it. I was around 10-ish at the time, at home, and a friend from school, her younger brother, and their parents were over, visiting. Our 3 kids decided to play hide and seek in the house since we were bored. We played a few rounds, and it came to be my turn to be it. Since we were playing in the house and there weren't many places to hide, we decided to make it harder and turn off all the lights in the hallway and rooms and close all the blinds. It's late afternoon during the time of year, it gets dark early, so it was super dark in the rooms. I go about looking for them, and I decide to try the closet in my room. My closet is like in the wall, with 2 swinging doors to access. My clothes are hanging in there, and some junk is on the floor of the closet. It would have been hard for someone to hide in there, but maybe not impossible. Anyways, I decided to check the closet. I reach my hand in and feel around. I end up touching what I felt is someone's open palm. Like the back of their hand was against the back of the closet. I touch the hand and immediately feel it flinch and pull away. As it pulls away, I feel their fingers as well. At that point, I felt like I caught the first person and announce, "Okay, I felt you. Get out." But then no one steps out. I say again in the dark, "Come on, I felt you, you lose, come on out." Again, silence. Then I hear my friend and her brother come into the room and ask what's wrong. Now I'm confused. I turn on the light and look. I'm through the closet, but there's no one there, just my clothes and stuff. I explain what I felt, and all 3 of us end up feeling really freaked out. We stop playing after that and go to our parents to explain what happened. Our parents go and check, but there was nothing there. They don't make anything more out of it. What it was that I touched, but I swear to you, I remember it like it was yesterday. I felt a palm and fingers and felt it pull away. Skin feels recognizable. And for it to flinch and pull away felt even more obvious. I never had another paranormal event after that, so that's why I figured it was nothing, but that was the first time I felt genuine terror for ghosts or the paranormal.
If you're enjoying today's video about stories of our lives, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel to see more videos like this and more. Now, let's get back to the video.
It wasn't my sister. But then what was it? I've had 3 encounters. I'm not sure what I'm seeing. The first encounter was small, so small I thought I had imagined it. I left my room and walked past the bathroom door. I could have sworn I saw a tall figure standing there, in the dark. I assumed maybe it was a family member, so I spoke to the figure. As soon as I did, I heard the creak of the front door and the voices of my parents and siblings filled the house. I was confused. Who was that then? I turned back to the figure to find it gone. I decided maybe I just slept worse than I had thought, and I was still tired, and I never spoke to anyone about it. That was months ago. The second encounter was last week. I sat on the floor of my kitchen with my dog Chase. It was late at night, maybe around midnight. Chase suddenly got irritated and was staring at the doorway. Confused, I turned around and met a pair of eyes in the doorway. It looked exactly like my sister. She's only 9, so I assumed she needed a snack or some water, so I asked her, "What do you need, Malls?" And she whispered,
"Nothing,"
and kind of hovered away. I got to my feet and followed her. I was maybe 3 steps behind, not far at all. I rounded the corner she had just gone past, and I was met with nothing. It was a long hallway, and she couldn't have gotten away that fast, especially not that quietly. I felt like I was going crazy. I texted my mom and asked if Molly had entered her room, and she said that she had about 10 minutes ago. I was confused and asked if she was sure she hadn't just entered, and she told me that she had been in there for a good amount of time, and when she left, she had only gone to get her water from the hallway, which is only steps away from the door. She wouldn't have even come near me. It couldn't have been my sister. The third encounter was just last night, at midnight again. I got out of bed realizing I had forgotten to feed my animals. I had just given them their food in the kitchen. I made sure they were all there before I went up the stairs. I walked to the 4th floor to get a book from the library. As soon as I reached the top of the stairs, the door right across from the stairs opened slowly. I just ran all the way down the stairs and into my room. I locked the door and tried to make sense of it all. I blamed the draft last night, but a draft can't turn a doorknob. Someone, please tell me what is happening. I'm terrified. It's not the first house this has happened at. At my old residence, I had friends who refused to come over a second time and said they saw things. I never understood. I do now, and I don't want to be here either.
4th man experience guardian angel? I'm interested to hear from people who have experienced something like this or have knowledge of these things. I'm 55 and female now, and I had this experience 50 years ago. I remember it clearly. My mother made me go with her while she went dress shopping for herself at the mall. I didn't want to go. I would have rather stayed at home to play with my friends. Back then we played outside all day and came home when the street lights came on. But I had to go because no one else was home to watch me. I am the youngest of 6 kids. We got to the mall, and when I saw the huge central fountain, I begged my mom to let me stay in the court and play by the fountain. This was before the internet, before people worried too much about serial killers and child-attracted people. I was never taught about stranger danger. My mom wasn't worried about it either, and after I promised to stay by the fountain, she went into the dress store. I remember playing for a while, dipping my fingers in the water, walking around the entire fountain, and listening to the sound of the water. I don't know why, but suddenly I looked up and saw a man probably in his 30s with dark hair and black framed glasses in a white shirt and jeans and a brown jacket. He was about 30 feet away walking in my direction. As soon as I saw this man, I heard a male voice say,
"Go find your mother."
It wasn't the man in the glasses, his mouth stayed closed. This voice came from right next to me, but there was no one there. While I pondered what this meant and who might be speaking to me, the man in the glasses got closer. The same voice spoke again.
"The man in the glasses wants to take a little girl in glasses. Go find your mother. Now!"
The word now was yelled in my ear. So, even though I didn't understand, and still don't understand, what was happening, I got up from the edge of the fountain where I was sitting and started walking toward the store where my mother was shopping. The man was about 10 feet away now. Now the man in glasses spoke. He smiled a creepy smile that scared me, chuckled and said,
"Ah, you knew what I was going to do?"
Then the disturbing chuckle again. This made me run into the store where I found my mom and grabbed her hand. She was surprised to see me. I was silent for the rest of the shopping trip. I didn't tell anyone about this until a few years ago. I told my mom. She thought it was good. I told my atheist skeptical husband, he thought I was hallucinating. Personally, I have no clue. I don't know why this happened to me. Why would I be warned and saved from that man and possibly another kid took? The articles I have read about fourth man experiences all have an element of extreme physical distress, like people climbing Mt. Everest or trekking across Antarctica. This was not the case for me. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed today's video, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel to see more videos about stories of our lives. Click on one of these videos to watch more and see you soon.